Hello and thanks for joining me today for another All About That DSP series, episode number, what are we at? Number 15. And it's Christmas today, so Merry Christmas. This has been filmed and scheduled well in advance of Christmas. I'm not here crafting on Christmas Day. That is a no-no, even in my world of crafting that I am extremely addicted to. It's so much fun. Anyway, so I'm going to bring you the Mosaic Mood DSP. Now, I don't know if you saw recently on my Sunday specials using chipboard, I made this fabulous little shopping pad, and I actually used, it's reinforced cardboard, so you can hear that. I used the DSP on this, as you can see, one of the printed sides that does not have the hummingbird on it. So I had a lot of offcuts. So I want to make a card today just to show you, you know, scraps of DSP or any piece of DSP, and you can actually make a card. Now, the colours I want to use are So Saffron possibly, and I think the other one is that goes with this is Mint Macaron. I keep wanting to say Mint Macaroon, but it's not. So let me get some mint macaron. Oh, for goodness sake, what I like. Oh, have I got any mint macaron? Yes, I do have some there. And I also need, I don't think I do have any So Saffron. It's one of the colours that I have not purchased. I'm just checking through my supplies just now. I'm almost adamant it isn't actually. So we can take, if I take some terracotta tile. It's a colour that I have not used a lot. Let me see now, this is terracotta tile. Now I haven't used this a lot, but we can use this as the matting layer for this card, if we're matting. Not sure what we're doing yet, but you know me, we're just gonna craft and have fun and make it up as we go. So I think what I want to do is I want to utilise some of my, I want to make use of rather, some of my punches. So I'm going to take the 2-inch circle punch and the sadly retired 1 3/4 inch punch. Now don't worry, because I have ordered the 2 1/8 of an inch punch, so I could use 2 current circle punches together instead of showing you this one that's not available. You may be able to get a hold of that second hand somewhere. Have a little look online. It is retired now, so you can't purchase that from Stampin Up. Right, okay, what we're going to do is I am going to cut some cardstock, I think. Hang on, I need a full sheet. Bear with me. Let me shift some of this out the way. Now we've got lots of options for this. We have the DSP side that has lots of the colours. This is the speciality side that's all shiny. We have the So Saffron, and let me double check. I'm not wanting to give you the wrong coordinating cards for the colours for this. Right, hang on a second. Let me just get everything out the way. This folder is my big 12 by 12 Memories and More folder, which I use to store all of my lovely designer series papers. So let me find Mosaic Mood quickly. Or not so quickly, depending how quick I can shift. Right, so here's the Mosaic Mood. So I'll read out to you the coordinating colours. So we have Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Mint Macaron, Soft Suede, Terracotta Tile, Very Vanilla and Whisper White. So Saffron is not one of the colours. I think it is one of the colours, but it's not actually a formal one that matches, but it does match. Does that make sense? So I'm going to use it anyway. Right, now let's make some cards, or a card depending on time. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So excited. It's Christmas today, and I really truly hope you have a smashing day if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, I hope you have a smashing day as well, and aren't too overwhelmed by all the Christmas things on TV, etc. Not everybody is a Christmas fan, so right, we're going to cut this A4 sheet along the long side at 5 7/8. Okay, and that means we get 2 cards out of the one sheet. These are the European sizes. And the width of these is 8 inches, 8 2/8 of an inch. So we know that we can safely score at 4 1/8 to get an exact half of a card. Now I'm going to make 2 cards today. Why not? I have got so many cards to hand into charity. I need to order some card sleeves and some C6 envelopes, and I need to get them all packaged up. I must have well over 100. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that during my Christmas break. However, I will be doing it at some point soon. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Okay, right, I'm going to use that part on one card. So for that card, I would like to line it up with some terracotta tile, which is a coordinating colour for this DSP. I have not used terracotta tile in, God knows how long. Not one of my favourite colours, but when you use it with a coordinating DSP, it does pop. And it makes your card pop. And it all depends on the style of card as well. Maybe I'm needing to challenge myself to use some of the card, some of our colours that I'm not so keen on. Okay, right, let's go with that card first. So I'm going to line it up, matte and layer it even. As I fix my glue. Wibbly wobble. I'm just going to layer that up just now with that 1/8 of an inch border, just so that you can see the card base colour and no more. Okay, now what we can do as well is I think I'll take this layer and I'll cut that down. So this is 5 3/4 in length. So I need this I need this by 5 5/8. So I'm making full use of this piece of DSP that I had lying around. Okay, now I want to pop that on there. I may actually double it up. Right. Now, bear with me as I just, I need to cut this down to 1 7/8. Okay. And then I need a piece that measures 5 5/8 by 1 7/8, and we'll join the two together. Okay. Right, so, oh, sorry if you can hear the bins. My neighbours pulling their bins in. I missed the bins. Don't worry, the bins aren't getting collected on Christmas Day. It's me filming this way in advance. Well, not way in advance, but you know what I mean. Right, so I'm going to do this. I've got two options. I could do it along the way, or I could do it like that. I think I'm going to do it like that because I didn't mean to do that. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Okay, so the card's going to be like this. I do like layering up my cards now because it gives it a little bit more oomph, I think. Now, be careful when you're sticking this side down because it is speciality, it is coated. And it will slip and slide if you don't give it time to kind of fix to your card base, alright? You could almost even do it like that, but I want some contrast. So I'm just going to pop it up here, like so, with the same size border around the card as the bottom piece. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Right. Right, now, do I want to layer this up? That is the question. Now, I'm not sure, but I do know for certain that I want to cut out some of these hummingbirds that are kind of part on the paper. The only thing is they might clash slightly, so I think I may layer them up. Right, so let me see now. I'm going to cut this little guy out, and you'll see with this DSP, all of them have a slight white border. Well, they've got a white border, and it's a slight size, I mean. It must be a 1/16 of an inch or something. But this comes in useful if you can keep the white outline to make it pop a little bit more on your card, especially when the card background is similar colour schemes. It's going to break it up. Hang on, sorry, my hand's not working. Oh. Alright. So, I hope you're enjoying my channel. I've had a lot of new subscribers, which I'll be eternally grateful for. Thank you so much. Love to share the crafty love. So I do. Okay, now you see this is a cut-off image, but that should not deter you from using it. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to actually die cut, because I'm just getting ideas here as I'm going. I'm going to use my Big Shot, and I'm going to die cut the using stitched shapes. So I'll just quickly get them off of screen. Stitched shapes, there. Always at the front of my pile. My most common used set. I use it all the time. Absolutely love it. So what I'm thinking is I am going to die cut 2 of the largest circles, and I just want to see if the card, the wee guy, is going to pop more on that, or if I should use another piece of DSP. I'm not sure. Right, hang on a second. I want to get my pre-cut pack. I have other pieces in here, you see, that I can use. Now, I don't want anything that's yellow because I want him to pop. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep him. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fussy cut this wee guy out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on a stitch shape. So I'm not fussy cutting it, I'm telling lies. I am going to, I'll show you in a second. Forget my big, huge, Big Shot, whatever it's called. Right, so I'm going to place that there. I'm going to get the second largest circle, okay, and I'm just going to pop it there. You see what I'm doing? You'll see in a minute. You'll see in a minute. Just hope that's covered. I don't want to cut his little beak off. Right, wish me luck. Hopefully it's a full circle at the one side. No, it's slightly out, so I need to do that again. I'll just need to cut a little bit of his beak off. So I'm going in again. Like so. Not too worried that I've got a couple of sections that are showing the stitched shape, the stitched section. You're not going to notice that as much on the card. It's all together. That is better. You can see where I'm going with this. Okay, so I'm going to layer it up with a piece of terracotta tile. Okay, now let me stick that there, and then I can gauge roughly where I want it, and then I'm going to trim it up a little bit by hand, I think. You know, it needs to be a proper border, doesn't it? Or should I put that flush? No, I want it like so. I want it right in the middle. Right, let's just go for that. Oh, hang on, it moved. Did it move? Slightly, it's fine though, it's still alright. I'm having so much fun crafting today. Okay, so that is going to be a little layer on the side of the card. I do like it, I do like it. Oh dear, dear, dear. Right, I'm going to keep my stitch shapes out. I may very well use them for my next card. I shall see. Let me pop this out the way now. One of my best buys out of all time, you can't get it now, is the magnetic platform. It's helped me so much. Helped me so much with die cutting. Not that I die cut that much, but when I do, it does certainly help. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this together. Okay. Like so. And what I'm going to do with the bottom layer is I'm actually going to raise that up with some dimensions. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to, in fact, no, what I'll do is I'll glue it on this left side because I want to possibly add a banner section or something across here, and I want to tuck that under. So I'm just thinking, should I, yeah, let's add terracotta tile. Do you like it? Do you like it? So I'm going to cut this at 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to cut a piece of this at 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, what is that? That's 3.5. Let me cut this to 3.5 because I don't need the whole part. So that was 1 inch, and I'll cut this to 7/8 of an inch, and that gives a 1/16 of an inch border. I'll pop that to the side. Clatter bang wallop. And I want to actually stamp. I want to stamp on this, and you can see I'll pop that under there like so. I think that's going to be pretty. Or you could put it down a bit, depending on where you want your stamped section. Right, so let's see. I need a new blade already for my, well, not already, I've been using it for October, nearly 2.5 months. And that's it, just showing signs of the blade. I think I just need to clean it again, and then I'll get another month or so out of it before I need to order some, some blades. Right, now I'm going to triple banner punch this. Haven't used this in a little while. Okay, so it's 1, 1.5 and 2 inch increments, but when you have one that's smaller, thinner rather, you can kind of gauge just by popping it right in the middle and punching. So that's easy. Easy peasy. Or you can just do it by hand if you're not too fussed. Okay, so let me get this stuck down to here. And again, the glue is going on the stickier side, the shiny side, so just be careful when you're sticking it down. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? Just all with DSP. Now I think I'll put my banner down here. I think that's what I want to do. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment on there. How does that look, or does it look better there? You could even put a banner here. Let me just slide it under. I think it is good to have the contrast round about it. So I'll pop it there. Okay. So let me just get some glue on this. I'm going to line it up again. So I want this centred on my card. And this is going to tuck in just so that the bottom left hand corner of the banner, whoops, slidey, is look, it's sliding. Make sure it's straight. There. And when that goes on, that will cover that little left corner, no problem. That looks pretty straight, doesn't it? Right, now to stamp. Need to stamp in mint macaron. And I need a one-liner sentiment, such as thanks, such as sorry. So just give me a wee second and I'll have a little look. Or even happy birthday. I've not done much birthday cards. I just need one that's got a good sentiment, and I think the painted glass is an all-time good one for this. I don't actually have the coordinating dies, but let's see if this will fit. I think that will fit just and no more. Now these are the old stamps, so I need to apply even a little glue dot or something, just so that I know it sticks to my block, of which I've left in the sink, because I was cleaning them for another project. Right, give me a wee second, I'll just go and grab it now. So I just clean my blocks in hot soapy water now. So it's nice and clean. It was all purple before. Right, okay. Wish me luck. Right, let's get the mint macaron. Okay. If this fails for whatever reason, I will cut out another banner. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that gorgeous? Right, let's get this one stuck on. I think I will use some dimensions. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, now just keeping the glue dots on here. Stunning, stunning. Just look at some of these little things. See, if I'd done this, if I'd stamped on Very Vanilla instead of the white, I could have added some of those elements to this card. That would have been absolutely beautiful. And I think I may do that. Yeah, why not? Why not? It is all about this DSP, and you can stop right there if you wish. Okay, but I am going to stamp on some... I may actually stamp on this. No, I'm going to stamp on Very Vanilla, which I have here. And I'll stamp it in the green, the mint macaron, and then I'll fussy cut it out. Might as well, the idea is in my head. So there's one of the wee rows, and I may do a little bird as well. So I need a little glue dot on this guy as well. Okay. Oh, the glue dot stayed on. Hang on. Oh, and I just touched that before I cleaned it. Damn. Right. Aren't they beautiful? Now, let's get everything out of the way. I think I'm doing quite well with getting a tidy desk. It's been helping me be a little bit more proactive with my crafting. In other words, it's not totally stressing me out because I can't find, well, I still can't find things, you know what I'm like, but you know what I mean. It's good to have a little bit extra space. I used to have in front of me here all my inks, then the next level up was all my stamp sets, but I've moved the stamp sets to a shelving unit, and I have moved my inks to the next level up, and that allows some more natural daylight in here because I'm right in front of a window at the front of my house. It also gives me room to put some supplies back there that I'm using, although I try not to reach over for stuff when I'm filming because I don't want you to see my big arms. Well, they're small arms, but you know what I mean. Isn't that just going to add niceness to that card? I do like it. Now, I'm not sure about the little bird. Let's cut him out just in case. Now, as I said, this is all about the showing off our DSP, and I am merely just doing a little bit extra stamping because an idea popped into my head. Oh, my fingers are so sore. Oh, I don't know if you could see all the purple and stuff. Arthritis sucks. But I knew I would get arthritis because I've always done high impact sports. Well, before I turned 37 or something, before I got lots of things going wrong with me, but and I'm a touch typist, so I can no longer type really fast. If I do, can't use my hands the rest of the day, so I am resorting to doing with my good fingers, these ones, two finger typing, believe it or not. Okay, right, let's pop this little rose up here with one little baby dimension. Not a baby one, I just mean one singular dimensional. If you wanted it flatter, you could use a little glue dot if you wish. Now I just want to position it so that you can still see the banner, possibly. In fact, no, I'm just going to pop it there and it's overlapping both sections. Right, now we're going to layer this one up. So we want dimensions on this bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel off this side bit here. So if you don't have the foam strips, there is an option to get like a longer length. That's the foam strips there. You can get a longer length using the outside part of your dimensions. I know I say it all the time, but it's a reminder because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I've thrown away the outsides and I'm like, damn it. Okay, now we've got an extra layer here, so I'm just going to pop dimension on the top half. Okay, and it'll be sturdy enough. It will be sturdy enough. I'm going to put that little guy in here for future use, because if I put him anywhere else I may lose him. Right, okay. Now this is a longer video, but if you've had to fast forward, that is absolutely fine. I'm not always in the mood for watching full tutorials neither. Okay, so what started off as adding this die cut, fussy cut out hummingbird has now changed into this beautiful card. Again, using lovely, lovely mosaic wood. Now, one little thing I want to add on here is some Wink of Stella, because this looks awful plain now, because all the rest of it's a speciality DSP. So I'm just going to add on my gold Wink of Stella. I think it's the gold. Yes, it is the gold. And if it draws some of the ink out of that stamped outline, I'm not too worried. Okay. And that gives it tones it down a little bit so it doesn't look completely plain. As in plain paper, plain cardstock. Let's see. Can you see that shimmery? This is overpowering it. Hang on. Come on. Can you see that? Don't know if you can see that. Never mind. You know it's shiny. Right, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry it's taking a half an hour of your life away. I hope you've enjoyed watching. And I'd like to thank you all for coming on rigorously and commenting on my posts, especially the lovely Susie Q, who's a great support on my channel. Thank you so much, my lovely. I just wish you lived closer so I could come and see you sometime. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye now.